or the progress that we so-called have is just an illusion, okay? Let me give you some statistics real quick. Even the Civil War, 1864, there was 287,000 free blacks out of the 4 million. What is it, like 45 million black people now? When the Civil War was over, whites owned 99% of America, right? That's what slavery did, right? Black labor, white wealth. It distributed 100% of the nation's wealth, power, control, resources, government privileges, and any other luxuries to one group, so-called dominant society, the white society, whereas blacks had nothing because we worked for 5 centuries for free, completely free. So by the time slavery was over, they had already gained control of everything. And then they tell us, you're free, now go compete, right? Compete with what? So 2014, so let's fast forward 150 years later. Sorry, whites still own just about 99% of America. I think it's like 98.7 or something like that. So into slavery, whites own 99%. 154 years later, whites own 98.9%. So we haven't moved one iota. All right, so there's that. Let's use another example. Even the Civil War, 1860, pretty much 98% of black people labored to create white wealth. That's how America was founded. That's what America was founded on: black labor, white wealth. Right? You get your free land, free labor. Right? 154 years later, 98% of blacks still labor to create white wealth or wealth outside their race. So again, 1860, or 99% of America was owned by whites. 2014, 99% of America is owned by whites. 1860, 98% of black people labor to create white wealth. 2014, 99% of black people labor to create white wealth or wealth outside their race. Even the Civil War, 1860, 1864, 50% of the prison population was black. 2014, 60% of the prison population is black. So those are 3 things right there, 3 major things that show zero progress, okay? Let's talk about economics for a second. We all pay taxes. We're all in a capitalistic society. Here in America, we have the opportunities, actually our birthright, to become capitalists, but most people aren't capitalists. They're just wage earners, right? And when you're a wage earner, someone determines your pay, and that's how much they pay you. They're only paying you maybe 1/10 of the amount of money you made them for that hour. Yeah, so Asians, right? Asians started coming in this joint in like the 60s, right? Because after the Civil Rights Bill passed, that's when they started flooding in by the masses. Asians our household are the wealthiest. I believe last time I looked, in the Stanford inequality or economic inequality joint, it's like the average Asian family income's like $68,000, like $66,000, $68,000 a year. And 1 out of every 10 Asian families are in business. Look, and the average white household is like 62 or 63,000 a year. It was 1 out of every 40 something. So the average Hispanic household income is like 36 to 42,000 a year, and 1 out of 64-ish Hispanic families are in business. Blacks obviously have the lowest household income than any other race in America. The average household income for a black family is $19,000 a year. All right, we got Asians at basically 70 or 60, whatever, 60 something. We have blacks at 19,000. 1 out of every 10 Asians are in business. 1 out of every 155 black households are in business. So there's a direct correlation, right, between why Asians have so much money and why blacks have so little money. America's business is capital. We have to become capitalists. We have to take advantage of the opportunities that we have to start an enterprise for profit. It's so important that we have, business, like I was saying at the beginning of the video. Now, since we know that we can't go get these bank loans, what are the alternatives? And where are the advantages? What I've found based on my studies, the industry that's produced the most self-made millionaires than any other industry ever. Anyone know what that industry is? It produced more self-made millionaires than any industry ever. Network marketing. home-based businesses, multi-level marketing, however you want to call it. If you haven't done the research to find the best opportunity that fits you. Now, I've been a part of like 7 or 8, probably like 10 to 12 network marketing companies, because Warren Buffett, the richest man or second richest man in America, arguably the greatest investor of all time, he bought 3 network marketing companies in 2009, and he said that's the best investment he ever made. And Bill Gates, who's the richest man in America, said if he had to do it all over again, instead of Microsoft, he would have built a network marketing company. What's going to be the best model in a situation that's going to help me in my life? And I actually found it, and it's also the best opportunity that I'll be able to share with people, right? We need more money. So if you want to make more money, then what are you going to do? Wait for your job to give you a raise? Are you going to quit your job to go get another wage job? Or are you going to start building a fortune part-time? You could stay full-time on your living, working your job, that's noble. But you need to start and strongly consider working part-time on your fortune, because there's so many different types of residual income: real estate, hard precious metals, e-commerce, stocks, bonds, a whole bunch of stuff, right? And network marketing. But the acronym for RICH is residual income creates happiness. We all know what residual income is. It's money that you don't have to work for. You do something once and it pays you forever. Whereas to get most people to get their check, they gotta go to work every day. You know what I mean? To get paid. If they don't go to work, they're not gonna get paid. And that's only their one source of income. Where I was talking about Warren Buffett earlier. He has 252 streams of income. So every month he has 252 different things that pay him. So he started when he was 17, learning how to build businesses, build companies, and create wealth, syndicate wealth. So he spent 20 years learning how to do that and became the second richest man in America. Whereas a lot of our parents spend 20 years just earning wages. But if they invested that same 20 years in learning how to build wealth, then you would have probably been born into millions, right? Oh yeah, this company that I work with is called National Wealth Center. I'm gonna shoot y'all a link. You gotta look into the advantages of home-based businesses, and the beauty of National Wealth Center is that it only costs $25. And what separates National Wealth Center as well from any other company, after you sign up, you only need 4 people ever. The way the compensation plan is set up, your income's gonna continue to build forever as long as you find 4 people. Or explain the opportunity to 4 people that it makes sense to. You know what I mean? You could just have them watch this video and they'll fucking sign up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm probably gonna make a couple $1,000s just off this video alone. I'm only telling y'all this because I want y'all to be able to experience what I'm experiencing, because I'm 25. I run my job. I work corporate. I'm the market leader in the tri-state, so I oversee. I work directly with our Fortune 100 client and oversee a bunch of sales offices, right? I also do make internet money, so I make money from my phone, I make money from my computer and all that type of stuff. There's nothing like waking up in the morning and then seeing, ding, you just got paid, $300, $600, you feel me? And you just woke up, right? And then tomorrow you wake up and you get paid $200. And then the next day you wake up, you get paid, $35. It all depends, right? What does it depend on? Just watch the videos. Take freaking 6 minutes to check it out. And I guarantee you won't be that mad. You'll actually be happy. And then you could be rolling in dough. You know what I mean? So I want you guys to be rolling in dough. So I was gonna give y'all the whole entire plan, like 10, 15, 20, 25, 40, 50, 100, 200, 500 years from now is how me and my group, we have it, set up. It took over 500 years to get us in this fucking basic ass position or mentality. For us to be brainwashed, it took hella long, and now it's self-perpetuating. So it's gonna take just as long for us to ensure that we will always and forever be back in control of the world. You know what I mean? I already know what life is like, not being in control of the world, not being rich, not having millions of dollars, having billions of dollars. I already know what life is like, not having power and control over government, wealth, privileges, resources, all that shit, opportunity. So I made the choice to take my life into my own hands and my finances into my own hands. You feel me? Make the choice to take your finances into your own hands. You know what I mean? You guys got to do that. I'll do it too. Like, literally, I'm going to be a billionaire. Like, 2015 is my first million. I'll make $1 million in 2015. I'll be a billionaire by 2023. Because if you want to be wealthy, you study wealth. You do what rich people do, you end up rich. You do what poor people do, you end up poor. Rich, residual income creates happiness. Poor, passing over opportunities repeatedly. So yeah, it's King Leon next. Like I said, this video is about black people going into business, right? Because you can make money from your phone. You can make money from your laptop. Your phone and your laptop is now your office, you guys. You don't have to have the large overhead of the traditional business, but still make way more money than the traditional business owners because you don't start in debt. And with this opportunity, you only need 4 people ever. 4 people with $25. And then the shit can build to over $100,000 a month eventually. You feel me? You don't have to. Of course, I obviously, even though I only have to help 4 people and then help those 4 people get 4. Like, I'd rather, just help like 1,000 or like 10,000 people. You know what I mean? If you help enough people get what they want, you get everything you want. If you help enough people solve their problems, all your problems disappear. Don't wish for less problems, you guys. Wish for more skill. Don't wish for security. Wish for adventure. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Remember, self-development is key. You gotta have the knowledge, you guys. Knowledge isn't power. Knowledge is only potential power. Knowledge doesn't become power until it's applied knowledge, which means it's attached to a specific plan of action. And that action has started. And then that knowledge becomes power. Like, the knowledge I have is power because I'm actively pursuing my purpose. And if you're not actively pursuing your purpose, then you're committing spiritual suicide. So make the choice, you guys. You either want to be poor or you want to be rich. I choose the latter. Right? Residual income creates happiness. Poor, passing over opportunities repeatedly. I got a lot of information and a lot of different things that I can help you guys out with. But this video, like, again, it's about black power, black imperialism, black economics, black social empowerment, black spiritual empowerment. There's probably, I'm not gonna lie, it's like 51s in here because I went to the strip club last night. But the rest is 20s. So, it's whatever. A couple $1,000, but I don't need anybody trying to coach me on telling me what I need to do or what I not need to do with my money and in videos, okay? I really don't care about your opinion. I need to let people know that this is real life, you know what I mean? And when you have residual income, it doesn't really matter because it's always gonna come back. It's always gonna come back. It's always gonna come back. I mean, it's King Leon X, unapologetically African. Give me liberation or give me death, right? Nigga terrorists. Black imperialism, black supremacists. Yes, I believe in black supremacy. And I put the black woman first. I put black children first. I put the black man first. I put the interests of black people first. The interests of all black people globally. Once we get this shit right with our American blacks, man, once we're organized, the rest of the world, all the rest of the blacks just follow our lead globally. And then we go and industrial revolutionize the third world and build schools and put millions and millions of people to work. So if the government's no longer the ultimate power structure, if corporations are going to be sovereign in the world, then us as black people must be major owners in these corporations. and we must protect the interests of black people globally. Not only do we need knowledge of self, knowledge of times, knowledge of what must be done. Well, that's basically all we need. Knowledge of self, knowledge of time, knowledge of what must be done. And then once everyone has that, we're pretty much all over the world. But money is like a really, really big thing. Like, when I was doing all those lootings in Ferguson, I was seeing people come out with eggs, you know, and bread. Like, this is your chance to go into a store and fucking take some shit that you need, right? There's too many people doing it, so it doesn't matter what store you go into, you're gonna get away. You have masks on. These niggas are going to grocery stores, grabbing bread and rice and lunch meat, candy and popsicles and shit, sodas and milk, grabbing milk. So what does that say? They're hungry, obviously, right? And they don't have any food to eat, or that much food to eat. Food was more important to them than anything at that moment. Think about that, you guys. This is your one chance in your life to just bust into any store and take whatever you want. And y'all niggas are going to grocery stores getting apples and oranges and bananas, cereal, baby milk, Pampers. I saw all that shit in people's hands. I didn't see hella jewelry and laptops. Mac store didn't get busted into. Motherfucking Rolex store didn't get busted into. This is some food for thought. This King Leon X, again, unapologetically African. If you hear me saying this right now, then you literally almost have to check the links that I post with this video. And you have to check the links that I post with this video. Just this right here, man. Just this much money right here will change your life. If you just get this much money a month, more than what you make now, part-time, I'm sure that'll change your life. Like I said, I'm not worried about any man or anything. You know, only thing I'm worried about is making my dreams come true. Only thing I'm worried about is putting myself in a position where I can have $200,000 on me at all times, cash. So if I see some shit and I want to buy it, if I see some land that I want to buy, if I want to fucking just go up to random people that look like they need help and change their life, I'll be able to do that. I'd rather have $500,000 cash on me. I'd rather have $100,000 cash on me. I'd rather have $10,000 cash on me. So you have $10,000 cash on you, you know that what's in your bank is way, 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 way more than that. If you like this one, or if you watch this show, I can really help you. I mean, you help me with all the shit that I'm trying to do as far as, you know, what we're organizing, as far as Black Power is concerned and taking over the world. And I can help you get rich. Literally. King Leon X, unapologetically African. Hey, I think I look pretty sweet with a pinky ring too, because you always have gold. I think I'm gonna get a pinky ring, like a gold joint. I might get a couple rings. I'm not trying to just look rich as fuck. I'm about to be rich as fuck. And so will all my niggas. Niggas means kings. Niggas means kings, look it up. N-E-G-U-S, 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 niggas means kings, look it up. The word was birthed in ancient Ethiopia. I'm going up and showing up. Kingdom building, black imperial utopia. 7 years of sweat equity, it starts with us. This is the hour, the trumpets are sounding, don't be a coward. Black power, build a nation, take back what's ours. It's revolution time, this is more than rhymes. Renaissance music, liberation rap, this is how I do it. I'm committed to forward movement, seek enlightenment through all the confusion. I ask myself, why are most blacks so far behind? And what's the damage on our mind over time? Psychological gaps, intellectual crimes. We on a self-perpetuating decline. What if I told you that it was all by strategic design? They want to keep us blind, fearful, and confined. Well, I color outside the lines. I have found and taken back my righteous mind. And I don't fear the judgmental asshole in the sky telling me be a good slave and I get a prize when I die. When will y'all awareness rise? Self-mastery, born royalty. This what freedom sound like. This what speaking for a reason sound like. This what hair like lamb's wool look like. God's chosen people, black Hebrews, Africans, so-called Americans. Let's organize and make a plan. Let's take a stand and give new life to old land. You know what I'm saying? King Leon X.